ahead of the release of the Hindi movie Behen Hogi Teri. That's the title of the movie, Behen Hogi Teri. It has already run into controversy after one of its movie posters was released digitally, in which the movie's lead actor Rajkummar Rao is shown dressed up like Lord Shiva sitting on a motorbike. The film's director Ajay Pannalal and producer Tony D'Souza were arrested, then granted bail on the charge of hurting religious sentiments. Various communities have taken offence for their own reasons if their religion, in their view, has been depicted in the wrong way. It's another debate about artistic freedom, taking it too far, and us living in a very touchy society.
See, there's a very thin line between artistic freedom and hurting the sentiments of communities. I think while we encourage freedom of speech and artistic freedom, you must realize that the Constitution itself lays restrictions of public order. In the garb of artistic freedom, if you want to demean and if you want to lampoon a religious belief, I think we need to rethink.
Bollywood film Behen Hogi Teri starring Rajkummar Rao and Shruti Hassan seems to be landing in legal trouble. Producer and the director of the film have been arrested with respect to hurting the religious sentiment of certain religious group. The first poster that was out shows Rajkummar Rao in an outfit of Shiva's sitting on a silver bike, and this is a poster which seems to be having issues with certain religious group. Well, after the arrest, they are out on the bail, but then this whole movie, which is about to release on 9th June, seems to be landing in legal trouble. With video journalist Raju Sharma, this is Uvashi Kona for NewsX.
Let's go across to Uday Pratap Singh joining us for more. Another controversy, another movie, another religious sentiment hurt. Uday, what's the latest? They were arrested, I believe, Tony D'Souza and the director, and they were given bail later. Is this going to turn out one of those debates on artistic liberty and the lines we need to draw?
Well, absolutely, Athar. Yet another film, of course, being targeted just ahead of its release. The film is scheduled to release next Friday, that is the 9th of June. The director and producer were both arrested for hurting religious sentiments. They were later released on bail. The main grouse, of course, is the poster that we're putting out on our screens, which was a digital poster which was released by one of the producers to try and shore up publicity for the film. It's one of the scenes of the movie, but of course the activists took offense to that. They were objected to Rajkummar Rao dressing up as Lord Shiva, sitting on a motorbike there, to sell the movie, and they said it's a cheap marketing tool to sell the film, and that's of course that was their objection. They said their religious sentiments were clearly hurt. However, of course, the producers of the film have not backed down, and they have said that they will take this matter head on. They are of course upset that people can take offense so easily to a variety of things, and they are saying that they will not back down and they will go ahead with the release of their movie, and they're just upset that they have to unfortunately go through this kind of trauma, which is the last thing that they need in the build up to the release of the movie.
The director and producer might be out, Uday, but this does spell trouble for not just the release of the movie, but also everyone connected to the movie. Have the stars come out? Has Rajkummar Rao come out and said or given his piece about what he thinks of the controversy of the poster?
Well, the stars have actually not spoken out as yet since the controversy broke, but the other members of the film's unit have been speaking out. We had, in fact, the producer of the movie, Amul Mohan, on our program Nation at 9 last night on NewsX exclusively, where he explained his whole stand, and he said, that this is unfortunately an issue of someone just trying to get publicity ahead of the movie, and that's why they're trying to target it. He said it's a phenomena that's only cropped up in society a bit too often these days, where people get offended at the slightest instance, and he of course quoted several examples. I'm going to in fact go across and read that quote that came in from the producer author of the film. He said, India is a democratic country, and like everyone, we too have freedom of speech. The last few days have been stressful, to put it mildly. A teaser poster just released digitally became the fodder of people to just try and gain mileage, and he says they didn't want to hurt religious sentiments, but the way this all transpired has truly let them all down and deflated. He said they're new producers, but and this is the last thing they need. And he goes on to make a wider point when Amul Mohan says that movies have unfortunately become a scapegoat in this country, but the situation has been uncalled for to begin with. He also, of course, says the CBFC has passed the film, and then why should other people have a problem? They will not tolerate the bullying. This is the problem, Athar, and on a wider point, it leads us to ask the question as to why people, take the law into their own hands, why they decide to become the censor board themselves. We saw it in the case of Padmavati when, Rajput sentiments were hurt and an outfit decided to bash up Sanjay Leela Bansali and break his sets. We saw it in the case of Jodha Akbar earlier, Santa Banta as well. A section of the Sikh community was outraged. In this scenario, there's a Hindu group who's outraged. So, it leads us to ask the question as to why people have become censors. When there's a censor board which is tasked to pass a movie or reject a movie, why not just accept their decision? Why decide to target filmmakers for what they call their freedom of expression?
Also part of the problem, Uday, and of course is very direct, they went to the police, the Hindu activists, and there is a law under which they could arrest Tony D'Souza as well as the director of the movie. And all that happened because the police thought they were actually hurting religious sentiments under the FIR that they were filed. So that's part of the problem as well, and that's part of the problem filmmakers perhaps haven't really addressed in as far as combating this self-censorship culture that has come up. That's part of the problem with that.
Absolutely, that is indeed part of the problem, and the fact is that's why very often the film artists are unfortunately arrested and they have to go through this trauma before getting bail. We saw it in the case of Kiku Sharda as well. Remember when he was of course targeted for allegedly hurting sentiments when he dressed up as Baba Ram Rahim on a program. He actually had to report to Punjab or Haryana, wherever the case was listed for hearing, get arrested and then get bail.
Uday, just stay with us. Chakrapani Maharaj is joining us right now. He's part of the Hindu Mahasabha. Chakrapani Maharaj, बहुत शुक्रिया हमसे बात करने के लिए. आपका क्या व्यू पॉइंट है इस कंट्रोवर्सी को लेके? क्या आपको लगता है जो पोस्टर था वो ऑफेंसिव था? आफ्टर ऑल प्रोड्यूसर्स आर आल्सो पार्ट द सेम फेथ जिसका उनको मजाक उड़ाने का इल्जाम लगाया गया है.
देखिए, ये सिर्फ कंट्रोवर्सी नहीं है बल्कि ये एक बहुत बड़ी बदतमीजी है और बदमाशी है. और इस तरह की जो बदतमीजी बार बार ये फिल्म बनाने वाले करते हैं, पीके फिल्म में भी भगवान शंकर का अपमान करके हुए दिखाया था. और ये बार बार इनको एक जो है ना, ये जानबूझ करके उसके जल्दी सस्ती लोकप्रियता लेने के लिए इस तरह की हरकतें करते हैं. कभी महापुरुषों के साथ खिलवाड़ करते हैं, कभी हिंदू देवी देवताओं को दिखा करके अपमानित करते हैं. तो निश्चित रूप से ऐसे लोगों को कड़ी से कड़ी सजा होनी चाहिए और इन लोगों को चिन्हित कर इनको तत्काल सबसे कार्रवाई करना चाहिए ताकि दोबारा इस तरह की कोई गलती ना करें.
चक्रपाणी महाराज, वो जो प्रोड्यूसर्स को अरेस्ट किया उनके बाद छोड़ दिया बेल में, उनका ये कहना है कि आप जैसे लोग या आप जैसी संस्थाएं जो हैं, आपने कहा चीप पब्लिसिटी की बात, वो कहते हैं आप चाहते हैं चीप पब्लिसिटी, जब देखो आप फिल्मों के पीछे पड़ जाते हैं बिकॉज सॉफ्ट टारगेट्स हैं वगैरह वगैरह.
नहीं, वो देखिए ऐसा है, अगर जो भगवान शिव को या भगवान शंकर को या किसी देवी देवता या महापुरुषों को अपमानित नहीं करते हैं, या देखो मोटरसाइकिल चलाते हुए दिखाया, पीके फिल्म में दौड़ाते हुए दिखाया, ये अच्छी बात नहीं है. किसी को भी आस्था पे ठेस पहुंचाने का अधिकार नहीं है, संविधान कहता है. मनोरंजन के नाम पे सिर्फ यही मिलता है कि हिंदू देवी देवताओं का अपमान करो. तो ये बिल्कुल, अगर जो ये कहते हैं चीप पब्लिसिटी लेनी होती तो हिंदू संगठन और भी बहुत कुछ कर सकती है, उनकी पकड़ की खुद धुलाई कर सकती है, काफी कुछ कर सकती है, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं करती. लीगल कार्रवाई करते हैं और करना चाहिए, और इनको तो तत्काल सरकार को संज्ञान में लेके पूरे पिक्चर पे न सिर्फ बैन लगाते.
चलिए एक बात, चलिए बहुत शुक्रिया बात करने के लिए चक्रपाणी महाराज. एक बात का चलो अच्छी बात है कि और कुछ जो आप मेंशन कर रहे थे वो किया नहीं. यू एक्चुअली वेंट टू द पुलिस एंड फाइल्ड अ कंप्लेंट and then they did what they had to do. But thank you for joining us on this. We'll come back to the story as well. We'll take a short